Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In this video today I wanted to share with you two cards that I created using a really fun background stamping technique with my smaller stamp sets. If you would like to see how I created those cards plus an additional card at the end, then keep on watching. Card 1 is going to be created using this really fun bubblegum candy machine stamp that I collected from AliExpress. So I'm going to be taking out the sentiment "You're so sweet" and stamping that with, I believe it's royal blue ink from Memento, and I'm going to stamp that right in the middle. And what I really love about the Memento inks is that you can emboss with them, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with this sentiment here. I'm going to grab some clear glossy embossing powder and sprinkle that all over that sentiment, and then I'm going to be using my heating tool to set that. And the paper that I'm actually using is Bristol Smooth cardstock. I wanted to use something that I knew would take to the embossing as well as my markers really well. So I'm just going to heat set that like I said, and then I'm going to be grabbing that stamp set again, and I'm going to take just a plain circle, which is just like a gumball, and I'm going to be stamping that with the Memento Tuxedo black ink to color this image in. Usually I use the alcohol-based markers that I purchased from AliExpress, which I really like, but I also acquired the super tip markers and wanted to give them a try. So in this stamp set, you also get a variety of little emoji faces. So now I'm going to go back in with the same Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I'm going to be stamping in a face into each one of those circles, which I think is so cute. So I just tried to randomize them and make sure that no two faces were next to each other. I just wanted it to be, random, and I'm also going to be coloring each of them in different colors. So my piece of Bristol Smooth cardstock is actually much bigger than my card front, so a lot of those faces are going to be getting cut out anyways. So here you see me just coloring in each of those gumballs with the Super Tip, Crayola Super Tip markers. And I'm just going to take my time and make sure that each of them are different. None of the same colors are next to each other, and also to make sure that none of the same color faces happen. And that's just something that I like to do. You don't have to be as anal as I am. You can actually color them all in the same color if you want it to as well. So this part just takes a little creative liberty to do whatever you want with it. And after I color in each of those faces, I'm going to run that through the Cuttlebug with my stitched rectangle framelit and just run that through so that I get a really nice stitched border on the edge of my card. And now I am showing you the card base, and I'm going to use a blue mat, which is just a piece of cardstock cut an eighth smaller than the card base. And I've been liking doing that recently. I don't know, I just think it gives a really nice focal point to your card, especially when you use something that complements the colors on the front of your cardstock. So I'm also going to take some foam tape so that I can pop that front panel up just a little bit. It's a really thin foam tape, so it's not too much. And that pretty much wraps up card number 1. For card number 2, I decided to do the same technique again, but I'm going to use a stamp that has a bunch of fruits in it. So this stamp set that I've also purchased from AliExpress is actually really strange because a lot of the words are spelled incorrectly. All the K's and R's are swapped in all the T's, and some of the Y's are swapped as well. So I'm actually going to be taking one of the only sentiments that's in this set that's not misspelled that went with what I was doing. So I decided to use my main squeeze, and again I'm going to heat emboss that with the clear embossing powder, and I believe the color ink I used was Tangelo. So I have another piece of that Bristol Smooth cardstock, and I'm going to be randomly stamping each one of these fruits all over the card, and again making sure that none of the same fruits are next to each other. And I'm just going to take my time and do that. And now I'm going to go ahead and color in each of these fruits using those Crayola Super Tips again. The fruits were actually really fun to color using the Super Tips because the Super Tips come in such a variety of shades. I have the 100 pack, so I pretty much have all the colors, and I was able to find a different color for each of my fruit. And now I'm going to be running that card front through my Cuttlebug using the Stitched Rectangle framelit. And again, matting that with yellow to complement the colors on the front of my card, and popping that card front up with some foam tape and placing that down, making sure that it's secure. And that pretty much wraps up today's 2 cards using the small stamp background technique. And as promised, I will be showing you this really fun Halloween themed background stamping technique that I created using another stamp set that I received from AliExpress. And here goes that really cute card with all the fun Halloween characters on it. And I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.